Good morning, my friends. And so we've been walking through some steps and a way to think about how we can emerge from this time of disorganization and disorder in our lives. For me, that relates specifically to both the political environment and the COVID necessities. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in an alternative universe. And sometimes I want to live in an alternative universe. But we are here. And so the practice of mindfulness says, be here. Be here, release judgment, pay attention, bring compassion and courage. Get unstuck and begin to reconstruct the meaning that you want your life to be as we go forward into the next chapter of both of these and begin to reorganize. I don't mean to imply that it's a quick 8-step process. It's more that we go along, we get stuck, we go forward, we get confused, we pay mindful attention, we find courage, take a small step, and see how that affects the meaning and quality of our lives. And as we do that, a transformation begins to happen from the inside out. Or in this case, since you've been here for a while, that transformation continues, goes deeper, and becomes clearer. The last step I want to share with you today is simply called Perpetual Mindfulness. Why and how to sustain a mindfulness practice that boosts emotional and physical resilience. On the logical level, research has shown some remarkable things about a daily mindfulness practice. Just some of them. Mindfulness reduces overthinking, improves memory, concentration, and performance, lowers emotional reactivity, and creates space for a broader perspective that is more inclusive, improving cognitive flexibility, as well as the feeling of happiness and connectivity in significant relationships. Mindfulness enhances our ability to deal with and recover from emotional, physical, or spiritual pain, and reduces the pressure of anxiety. So let us be seated, if you're not sitting already, and allow yourself to experience the steadiness of where you are sitting with your muscles in your body, which is carefully and fully supported by the chair underneath and behind you. Breathing gently and allowing your eyes to close as your face relaxes and becomes without expression. Breathing gently. Be aware of the quieting and the space that begins to open inside as you breathe. Taking one long, slow, full breath in and releasing one longer out breath and letting your breath settle. Just like that. Alert receptivity, the practice of noticing in the present, from the inside out, how the world around you is working. As thoughts come into your mind, welcome them. I see you. I release you, and let them float like leaves would float on a stream going down the side of rocks towards a lower level. We learn in mindfulness practice to make a space, to welcome whatever arises, and to release it and come back to the breath. It does not mean that we might not return to those thoughts later. and wonder about what creative action is being called forth from us. But in the practice of mindful sitting and mindful living, what we seek as a foundation is the breath, following it. We seek to lose that inner resistance of thoughts that build up and create a roadblock. No need to fight them or cling to them. Notice and release. Breathe, notice, release. Breathing in. I know that I'm breathing in, nourishing my body. Breathing out. I know that I am breathing out. I release the breath completely, leaving me empty. Breathing in. I know that I am breathing in a familiar and loving way, grateful for the breath. Breathing out. I know I am breathing out, and I trust the cycle of breath to continue. Breathing in and breathing out as a powerful and perpetual way of building our mindfulness. Thich Nhat Hanh offers us one primary suggestion, a day of mindfulness. I will share with you some of what he suggests to plan ahead for a period of time, morning or all day, where you practice mindfulness. You have set aside that time as your time, separate from those actions you often feel rob you of your time. Put a note with the word mindfulness in a place where you will see it when you first open your eyes in the morning. Maybe right on the clock or the phone that you use as a clock to awaken you. And while still lying in bed, slowly begin to follow your breath, slow and long. And then slowly rise from bed, instead of pushing yourself out all at once as usual. And notice that motion of what you move first and second and third. Continue with that steady breathing and do all of your morning activities in a calm and relaxing way. Brushing your teeth or your hair, showering in a way that is unhurried and attentive. Whatever the activity of this time, don't do any task in order to get it over with. Instead, resolve to do each one. Do them slowly and with ease in mindfulness. Enjoy and be at one with any action that you make. Without this, the day or time of mindfulness will be of little value at all. The feeling that any task is a nuisance will disappear if it is done with mindfulness, slowly, evenly, without reluctance. Are you getting a sense of what I'm describing? Can you imagine it? At mealtimes, prepare the meal for yourself. Cook, wash the dishes, and drink in mindfulness, unlike someone who gulps down a beverage during a break from work. Don't think of the work, think of the beverage. And be right where you are, slowly and evenly, not rushing toward the future. Only this actual present moment is life. Start small, my friends, as you go out today, and choose one activity where you slow down. Focus on your body, your mind, your senses. A shower is a great place for this, or a bath. And imagine ways of building this, one breath at a time, as you walk through your morning. And notice how your mindfulness practice deepens. Namaste. Amen.